Within the city of light, art and culture lies a battleground of red clay, where beauty is created with sweat, power and grit. Roland-Garros, a place for legends to leave their mark. Fans witness history and the world's elite gather. The 2025 edition had a rather different feel. The greatest champion of them all, holder of a staggering 14 singles titles, had retired. Rafael Nadal's is a record that will surely never be broken, and he was back to take the acclaim at the site of one of the finest achievements in all of sport. Fittingly, he was joined on court by his biggest rivals, who had taken tennis to dizzying new heights.
Without a doubt, the most important tennis court of my career.
A chance then to say goodbye, though no chance he'll ever be forgotten. Who then will put their name in history this year? Could it be the new King of Clay, the defending champion, already a 4-time major winner, Carlos Alcaraz? Or his great rival, world #1, Jannik Sinner? But never rule out the sport's most successful player. Looking for Grand Slam number 25, 3-time champion Novak Djokovic. In the women's draw, would this be the year that Aryna Sabalenka won her first Roland-Garros title? Or how about the game's newest major winner, having finally proved her promise, Madison Keys? Not forgetting the 4-time champion. Without a title though in 2025, but at Roland-Garros, Iga Świątek comes alive. "128 players began the fortnight, but the world #1 set the early pace. Aryna Sabalenka dropped just a single game in the opening round. Last year's finalist Jasmine Paolini came in with high hopes, but needed 3 sets to get past China's Yu Yuan. In the men's competition, classy Italian Lorenzo Musetti was an early draw. The 8th seed showed his flair against qualifier Yannick Hanfmann. There were wins for the American duo Frances Tiafoe and Tommy Paul.
Nighttime tennis in Paris.
But it was compatriot Ben Shelton who stole the show in the late match, staring at defeat to Lorenzo Sonego before scrambling back to win in 5.
A fabulous victory under the lights in Paris for Ben Shelton.
Iga Świątek was aiming for a 4th straight Roland-Garros title. And began in straight sets against Rebecca Stramkova. Home fans also said an emotional au revoir to the retiring Caroline Garcia, falling to Bernarda Pera.
Tous ces moments partagés avec vous, le public français, ça restera gravé à jamais en moi et ça.
From one French legend to another, attention turned to Chatrier and the maestro Richard Gasquet.
A little Mozart of tennis.
Who postponed his swan song by beating wildcard compatriot Terence Atman. Next-gen French favourite Arthur Fils progressed against Nicolas Jarry. But there was a shock exit for the American 4th seed. Taylor Fritz eliminated by Daniel Altmaier. No such problems for the defending champion. Carlos Alcaraz cruising past Italian qualifier Giulio Zeppieri. And his closest rival looked equally imperious. Top seed Jannik Sinner making light work of a spirited Arthur Rinderknecht. Despite forgetting her rackets, Coco Gauff did remember her A-game to open with a win. And French wildcard Lois Boisson caught the attention of the crowd, knocking out 24th seed Elise Mertens. There were straight sets wins for two of the favourites, Alex Zverev and Novak Djokovic. But the best was saved till last, under the lights.
I absolutely love this man here.
French showman Gaël Monfils looked down and out on Chatrier.
This is what they came to see. Le Monf in full flow.
His 5-set win brought a fitting end to round one. Round two's centre stage opened with Rome champion Jasmine Paolini beating Aussie Ayla Tomljanovic. While Iga Swiatek dismantled former US Open winner Emma Raducanu. Qin Wenzheng and Aryna Sabalenka both went through in straight sets. Lorenzo Musetti also breezed into round three. Joined by Damir Dzumhur, even though he didn't realise he'd made it through. His reward would be a third-round matchup against Carlos Alcaraz, who overcame a second-set wobble with the flair of a champion.
Seen Carlos hit one around the net. Yeah, that's impressive.
Jessica Pegula was quickly into her stride.
It's just incredible ball striking.
The world number 3 seeing off Ann Lee. A straightforward win for the 6th seed Mira Andreeva. And Australian Open champion Madison Keys overwhelmed Katie Boulter. Coco Gauff tamed the Czech teenager Teresa Valentova. Round 2 proved the final curtain call for Richard Gasquet's career. He bowed out against the world number 1.
It's your moment. Congrats to everything you've done. Amazing career, but mostly amazing person you are.
La passion du tennis, quoi qu'il arrive, elle restera, que je sois sur le court ou en dehors, elle sera toujours là jusqu'à la fin de ma vie.
Merci beaucoup, Richard Gasquet.
Former world number 1 Novak Djokovic continued his pursuit of a 25th Grand Slam, seeing off Frenchman Corentin Moutet. While Alexander Bublik showed his class to see off Alex de Minaur in 5. With Gasquet gone, Gallic hopes rested with rising star Arthur Fils. He came through a sensational 5-setter against Halma Muner.
One of the most incredible turnarounds you will ever see.
Ici c'est Paris, hein?
Greeted in victory by his father, unfortunately injury prevented further progress.
Cue the fireworks on Philippe Chatrier.
Then in the final match of the day, the French showman. A fantastic tussle, but 5th seed Jack Draper prevailed. With some French favourites gone, the draw marched on. Aryna Sabalenka's demolition job continued. Olga Danilovic, her 3rd round victim.
Well, there's the roar.
Thank you.
8th seed Qin Wen-zheng came through comfortably against Victoria Mboko. Iga Swiatek's title defence stayed on course against Jacqueline Christian.
Oh, what a point! What a battle!
While the biggest names were having fun off the court, Lorenzo Mussetti's serene progress on court continued. A 4-set win over Mariano Navone. Holger Rune showed his finesse in a dramatic 5-set victory over Quentin Hallis.
Oh my!
Ben Shelton enjoyed himself during a 3-set win over Italian Matteo Gigante.
Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous out here.
Carlos Alcaraz produced more moments of magic. He forced Damir Dzumhur to raise his game before the defending champion progressed in 4. Lois Boisson was proving the surprise package of the women's draw. She knocked out fellow wildcard Elsa Giacomo to become the lowest ranked player in 40 years to make the last 16 in Paris.
Lois Boisson, drink it in. Your Paris adventure continues.
Also safely through, Coco Gauff looking composed against Marie Buskova. Madison Keys, the 7th seed, didn't have it all her own way against Sophia Kenin.
That's a great point.
But Keys' power began to tell, saving 3 match points before making it 10 straight wins at the Slams. For Iga Swiatek, a moment to celebrate her birthday. But she would need to refocus for sterner tests ahead. 2024 finalist Alex Zverev enjoyed victory against Italian Flavio Cobolli.
Zverev contains Cobolli.
Top seed Jannik Sinner was at his best against Yuri Lehechka, dropping just 3 games. It was expected to be a tighter battle between 2 rising stars, Jack Draper and João Fonseca. But the 5th seed Brit came through in 3.
Oh, Jack is dialed in.
He would go on to meet the tournament's surprise package, Kazakh Alexander Bublik, who unveiled his full bag of tricks against Henrique Rocha.
Oh, it's exhibition tennis from Sasha Bublik.
Behind the scenes, the players tested their footballing skills on a rather important day in the French capital. Djokovic was able to block out the fireworks celebrating Paris Saint-Germain's Champions League win as he cruised past qualifier Filip Misulic.
Wow, that was fantastic.
How is Sabalenka doing like this?
There would be no back-to-back final appearances for Jasmine Paolini, beaten by comeback queen 13th seed Alina Svitolina.
Incredible rally.
Triple defending champion Iga Swiatek has struggled for form in 2025, and against Elena Rybakina, she looked in trouble. The former Wimbledon champion threatened to overwhelm the 5th seed early on. But at Roland-Garros, Świątek raised her level, and she clawed her way back.
And she's got that.
Eventually extending her win streak in Paris to 25. As for the favourite, top seed Aryna Sabalenka underlined her credentials against Amanda Anisimova.
And that'll do it for Aryna Sabalenka. Another straight sets win at Roland-Garros this year.
That would set up a quarter-final showdown with Olympic champion Qinwen Zheng. Twelfth seed Tommy Paul continued to impress on the clay, beating Aussie Alexei Popyrin in 3 sets. Paul's compatriot Ben Shelton had a harder task against Carlos Alcaraz, having to cope with the defending champion's full repertoire.
Oh, has he made it? I think he has.
Not just some sensational Spanish shot-making on display.
Oh, come on!
He's saying that the racket was out of his hand, which it was.
Sportsmanship, too.
Alcaraz makes a return to the last 8 at Roland-Garros.
Another American, Frances Tiafoe, made it through, still yet to drop a set.
Get out of here, Frances Tiafoe.
In the night session, it was a battle between the 8th and 10th seeds. Italy's Lorenzo Musetti justifying his higher ranking against Holger Rune to go through in 4. Coco Gauff motored to a 4-love first set lead in just 13 minutes against Ekaterina Alexandrova.
Perfectly played.
The second seed comfortably into the last 8. Mira Andreeva became the youngest player to reach consecutive women's quarterfinals since Martina Hingis nearly 30 years ago. Would world number 361 Lois Boisson's dream run continue? Her next opponent, the 3rd seed Jessica Pegula.
What drama here on the Châtelet on this Monday afternoon. What a way to break!
How good was that?
It's a French fairy tale for Lois Boisson.
Je sais vraiment pas quoi dire. Mais déjà, vraiment, merci à vous de jouer sur ce court avec une telle ambiance. Vraiment, c'était incroyable. Vraiment, merci à vous.
Completing the last 8 lineup, Madison Keys swept aside Hailey Baptiste to keep the 7th seed in contention.
Oh, it's in.
Another reason for the Paris fans to celebrate, PSG's Champions League trophy hoisted aloft on Châtelet. In the top half of the men's draw, a walkover from Alex Zverev into the quarterfinals against the injured Talon Griekspoor. Novak notched his 100th victory at Roland-Garros in a dominant win over Cameron Norrie.
Well, it's incredible hands from Novak Djokovic.
And big things were expected from world number 5 Jack Draper. But it was the unseeded Alexander Bublik who stole the show.
No way!
A drop shot extravaganza. before the gifted Kazakh wrapped up an emotional victory.
It's a first major quarter-final for Alexander Bublik.
Sometimes in life there's only one chance, and I had a feeling that that was mine, and I couldn't let it slip. So, I mean, standing here is the best moment of my life. Period.
More straightforward for Jannik Sinner, but no less impressive against Andrei Rublev.
Oh, it's just colossal hitting from the world number one.
Into the last 8 then, and a relaxed atmosphere among the world's best backstage at Roland-Garros. First up, a tantalising encounter between world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka and the Olympic queen Qin Weizheng. The top seed had not dropped a set in powering through the first 4 rounds and took the opener on a tiebreak. Zheng was on a 10-match winning streak on the Paris clay, dating back to last summer's Olympics, and showed flashes of brilliance.
My goodness.
What a lovely reaction.
But Sabalenka's greater firepower proved the difference to reach the last 4. Saving some of her best moves for the post-match celebrations. Defending champion Iga Świątek faced crowd favourite Alina Svitolina in the second match on Chatrier. Having survived a scare against Rybakina in round 4, Świątek looked dialed in from the get-go, taking the first set 6-1. Cheered on by husband Gaël Monfils, Svitolina made the second set a closer affair. But Świątek was still too strong, sealing victory in style.
Grandstand finish, and Świątek moves into the last 4.
Next up, an American heavyweight clash. The Australian Open champion Madison Keys against world number 2 Coco Gauff. Keys struck first to go a set up on a tiebreak.
That's well watched.
Gauff's response, another gear. The match all square. And in the deciding set, Gauff went into overdrive.
Everything going Gauff's way. Gauff wins the All-American quarterfinal.
Eventually wrapping up a 6-7, 6-4, 6-1 victory.
Oh, mid-mass here. Woo!
The French crowd were ready to raise the roof for their new star Loïs Boisson. The world number 361 faced 6th seed Mira Andreeva, who held a first set point. Saved in style. Boisson's grit shone through, taking the first set in a tiebreak. In the second, the French find recovered from a breakdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Before wrapping up victory to become the first wildcard semi-finalist in Paris in the Open era.
The fairy tale continues.
Another notable feat in the men's draw. Francis Tiafoe, the first American to reach the quarterfinals without dropping a set since the great Andre Agassi in 1995. But his opponent, Lorenzo Musetti, was one of the standout performers on clay this season. The Italian took the first set 6-2. But Tiafoe hit back with a mixture of power and finesse to seal the second 6-4. But it was Musetti whose clay court pedigree eventually prevailed to go through in 4 sets. Carlos Alcaraz had endured a few tricky moments in the opening 4 rounds, but against Tommy Paul, he looked focused from the start. The defending champion took the opening 2 sets 6-love, 6-1. And while the third was more competitive, Alcaraz had just too much for his American opponent, reaching the last 4 in convincing style. Jannik Sinner faced one of the tournament's surprise packages, Alexander Bublik. The top seed quickly into his stride, anticipating his opponent's every move. Bublik couldn't compete with the all-conquering Italian, who eased to a straight sets win. 6th seed Novak Djokovic was up against Alex Zverev in the night session. The German took the opener.
Yeah, well organised there.
But in set 2, we saw some vintage play from the Serb.
Oh, get out of here!
The former world number 1 used the drop shot to great effect, keeping Zverev unsettled.
Can you believe it?
Djokovic reaching yet another major semi-final in his quest for Grand Slam title number 25. Thursday was women's semi-finals day. And opening proceedings on Chatrier was a true blockbuster encounter. The world number 1 and tournament favourite Aryna Sabalenka against the triple defending champion Iga Świątek. Sabalenka's power was on full display early on, and she added subtlety too, a devastating combination. Sabalenka's fierce hitting off the ground proved decisive in a first set tiebreak. In a topsy-turvy second set, Świątek had her nose in front.
It's a 5th consecutive break of serve.
And kept her composure to level the match.
Świątek finds her way back into this semi-final. We are going the distance as the champion takes the second set by 6 games to 4.
But in the decider, Sabalenka raised her game and the decibels yet again.
Immaculate service game. Sabalenka smashes her way into a first Roland-Garros final.
Yeah, I mean, 6-love, what can I say? Couldn't be more perfect than that.
I'll see you Saturday. See you.
Next, it was Lois Boisson, looking to continue her dream Roland-Garros run, but facing a tall order in second seed Coco Gauff. In the opening set, Boisson was unable to impose her guile and variety on the former US Open champion, who wrapped it up by 6 games to 1.
That's excellent from Gauff. We were shown Boisson so much respect out here.
In the end, a straightforward win for Gauff against the French wildcard, advancing to the title decider for the loss of just 3 games.
Gauff ends the hopes of the French wildcard and the American through to her second Roland-Garros final.
So, world number 1 versus 2 in a dream final. In the first men's semi-final, 8th seed Lorenzo Musetti faced 2nd Carlos Alcaraz. The Italian made the first move.
Oh, that is quite brilliant.
Taking the first set with some sweet strikes.
Yes, his biggest forehand so far.
Alcaraz hit back early in set 2.
Exquisite.
And the defending champion stepped up the pace in the third. Sadly, the match came to a premature conclusion, Musetti withdrawing due to injury.
Right now it's time to give everything, to give my 100% and go for the final on Sunday.
Second up on Chatrier, a clash of generations as the top seed faced the 3-time Roland-Garros champion. The match watched by greats of the game. Yannick Sinner took command of the opening set. The quality of tennis reached supreme heights at times.
Sensational! And at last the Serbian has something to smile about.
But Novak Djokovic was broken at a key moment in the second. Despite being 2 sets down, the 24-time champion continued to show his pedigree. But the Italian world #1 wasn't to be denied, reaching his first major final in Paris in straight sets. And so it would be Sinner against Alcaraz in the championship decider. And the first time since 1984 that the top 2 seeds would meet in both the men's and women's finals at Roland-Garros.
He's the best player in history of our sport, and playing against him here, it's amazing.
As for Djokovic, an emotional farewell to the French crowds, but was it a final one? To the women's final.
Morning. Morning.
A true box office encounter. One v 2. Aryna Sabalenka against Coco Gauff, battling it out in front of a packed Chatrier.
The two best going toe-to-toe. I think this is what the crowd came for. This is what we as fans want to see. Let's get the show on the road.
The early momentum was with the top seed, breaking serve in some style in the third game.
Oh, what a start from the Belarusian, and the world #1 has found an early rhythm and gets the first break.
But Gauff started to find her range. Breaking back twice to level the score at 4 games all. Sabalenka still served for the set at 5-4, but was unable to convert. She had another chance to wrap up the opener at 6-5. Into a tiebreak they went. Gauff held an early lead before her opponent dug in.
Does well. exciting opener. And it goes the way of the world #1.
In the opening game of the second set, Coco Gauff sensed an opportunity to break serve.
Got it. And it's another break. And the comeback starts here.
The American grabbed a double break with a booming return.
Gauff has grabbed all of this second set.
She served for the set at 5-2.
Gauff sprints through the second set. And we're going to need a decider.
To the deciding set where the level of play hit dizzying heights.
This is a proper women's final.
Coco Gauff struck first to break in the third game. In blustery conditions, Sabalenka kept up the pressure. But serving at 5-4, Gauff was in control.
Gauff at championship point.
Égalité.
Second championship point. Coco conquers Paris.
A final for the ages. Coco Gauff, Roland-Garros champion.
Yeah, honestly, guys, this one hurts so much. You were a better player than me. Well done on a great 2 weeks, and congrats on the second Grand Slam. Well deserved. You're a fighter, hard worker. So congrats you and your team.
I was going through a lot of things when I lost in this final 3 years ago. I'm just happy to be here. A lot of dark thoughts, and just the fact that I stayed to it just means a lot to be here. I would like to congratulate Irina. You're a fighter, you're our #1 player in the world, and hopefully we play many more in the future.
Coco Gauff, our first singles champion, crowned on a weekend that celebrated many winners at Roland-Garros. In the mixed doubles final, Italian third seed Sara Errani and Andrea Vavasori were crowned champions, defeating fourth-seeded American duo of Taylor Townsend and Evan King. The celebrations continued behind the scenes, and Sara Errani wasn't done, partnering with Jasmine Paolini in the women's doubles. The second seeds coming through a 3-set final against Alexandra Krunic and Anna Danilina. In the men's doubles final, a fairy tale for Marcel Granollers and Horacio Zeballos. Grand Slam champions for the first time at Roland-Garros. They saw off the British pair of Joe Salisbury and Neil Skupski in a tight three-setter. In the women's wheelchair singles final, the top seed Yui Kamiji beat second seed Annick van Rooij 6-2, 6-2. In the men's wheelchair final, also from Japan, top seed Takito Oda beat second seed Alfie Hewitt 6-4, 7-6. In the girls' singles, Austrian Lily Tagger beat Brit Hannah Klugman 6-2, 6-love on court Simon Mathieu. And in an all-German boys' singles final, two unseeded players, with Niels McDonald coming out on top against Max Schonhaus in 3 entertaining sets. To the men's final, and a first Grand Slam decider between the big two. Carlos Alcaraz engineered the first break points.
And the pressure is eventually able to tell. There's an opportunity for the Italian to bounce back.
It stayed on serve, but in the 10th game, Sinner sensed a chance.
Yannick Sinner it is that wins an opening set that just ticked over the hour mark.
The second game of the second set, and the Italian looked to press home his advantage.
And Alcaraz is now, Robbie, winning under 50% total of his points won on serve in this match.
Wow. Sinner a set and a break up, and in full flow.
Incredible. Yannick Sinner playing at the peak of his powers right now.
Serving for the set, but danger for the world number one.
Sinner has saved 6 of the 7 break points he's faced so far. An almighty roar. He does break Sinner for the first time in the set.
The second set would be decided in a tiebreak.
Oh, he gave him just enough of a look.
Alcaraz saved 1 set point in style, but Sinner had another opportunity.
Yannick Sinner finds himself 1 set away.
Alcaraz landed heavy blows to open up a 2-game lead.
Never in his career has he come back from 2 sets to love down.
The Spaniard served for the set at 5-3, but Sinner had a chance to break back.
Sinner.
The world number one does break back in this 3rd set.
The response from Alcaraz was immediate, earning himself set points.
It's game on. Here on Philippe Chatrier, the defending champion wins his first set of the final.
Midway through the 4th, and Sinner struck the first blow.
only needs the one. There's the world #1, and Jannik Sinner has got a break in this fourth set.
Serving at 3-5 down, love 40, Alcaraz was on the brink of defeat.
The Italian has championship point.
Alcaraz is not done yet.
The fans in Chatrier sensing a possible momentum shift.
A thunderbolt from Carlos Alcaraz, who extricates himself from the most perilous of positions.
He's got to hold his level. He's got to hold his level.
5 consecutive points for Alcaraz, but he still needed to break serve to stay alive.
The Murcian Maverick is back.
The match headed into a 4th set tiebreak.
Merci.
Set points for the Spaniard to take this final into a 5th. A staggering recovery. Carlos Alcaraz takes the Roland-Garros final all the way.
Alcaraz broke early in the 5th set and soon found himself a game from victory.
From being on the brink of defeat, from staring down the championship points, this young man from Murcia stepping up to win this title once again.
Sinner turned the match on its head. Alcaraz now serving for survival.
It's another mic drop moment from Alcaraz.
Even Spike Lee couldn't write a script this good.
And fittingly, after 5 hours and 20 minutes of the most enthralling contest.
Alcaraz has an incredible deciding set tiebreaker record.
In the first to 10-point tiebreak, Alcaraz found another gear. He raced to a 9-2 lead and match point.
It's Carlos Alcaraz that defends his title at Roland-Garros.
First of all, Carlos, congrats again, an amazing performance, amazing battle, amazing job. I'm very happy for you, and you deserve it, so congrats. I won't sleep tonight very well, but it's okay.
Paris, guys, you have been a really important support to me since the first practice, since the first round. You were unbelievable. You were insane for me. I mean, I just can't thank enough, you know, to you for the great support during the whole week. For today's match was you were really important. You are in my heart, but and you always be in my heart. So thank you very much, Paris, and see you next year.
So Carlos Alcaraz defended his crown, rounding out an unforgettable fortnight in Paris and in the most dramatic style.